We're interrupting our telecast of the Talk Show, dipping live to the AB Xuma Primary School in Soweto, where parents who abuse pupils are narrating their ordeal to MEC education for Yazala Sufi. Let's listen in.
So ingqondo yami ithe angikwazi ukusukumela masisha lo mntwana yini ngathula imlakhe selithanda kuba manzi. I've only realized makangitshela ukuthi uthi lapha emuva ngathi uwenza sex ngathi no, this is not good. Ithi kuyele esikolweni ukuza kwami esikolweni angirepotanga February njengoba iTV ngizwa ithi sireporte February angirepotanga February. And indlela engiphatheke ngayo ku principal ukuthi imatter ize ifike la ngiyayibonga.
Sabonga kakhulu, without waste of time, we are now going to call upon an institution. Angithi niyamamela bazali. We are going to call upon an institution ibenza umsebenzi omkhulu we-counseling. Ayikho into ebalulekile njenge-counseling ukuthi makuvela into eziso you talk to the people and the victims affected. Now I'm going to call the team a teddy bear to come forward. Now bazoyenza presentation. Over to you. Yeah?
Siyabonga. Abshele Sanibonani Dumela Likai Siyabonga Kiyaboga. Brothers and sisters that come with universal greetings, mothers, fathers, Honorable MEC, and dear colleagues that we've worked with over the years, just to inform you that we've been working with victims of child abuse over 31 years. The clinic has been in existence for 31 years. And we have worked with children across the board. So I want you to understand that this does not only happen in a Soweto school with certain population groups. We've worked with the most rich, wealthy communities where this has happened. So it's not relevant specifically to any class, race, religion, or creed. It's across the board. We need to, I'm not saying we're condoning it, we certainly cannot condone it. This is a scourge that has violated our children, and you are absolutely right by standing up and saying, Kinako, it's time now, we need to take action. And if you strike my child, you strike a rock, hey? Watinti, Mtwana, Watinti, Mbokodo. You strike my child, you strike a rock. So I want to just give you feedback, and I think the Honorable MEC highlighted so beautifully, we need to protect the identities of our children. Our children, if you just go back and look at the story of Jules High, there was that young girl who died a few years afterwards, so tragically taking her life. At the time, because of the media hype, MECs of different departments went to visit the child here in Soweto, in the same community, and she became exposed. She experienced a sense of shame, humiliation, the damaged goods syndrome, where she felt she was dirty, she was ugly, she was bad, and we don't want that to happen to our children. We want to protect our children. Our children need our protection. They deserve our protection. They are our future. So the Teddy Bear Clinic came on board on Wednesday, and we've been working with the Department of Education for years. We were informed about this on Wednesday, and our team was instructed immediately to come, and they did come. They did an assessment on Wednesday. They returned on Thursday, and on Thursday, some of the children were seen. Some of the parents were seen on Thursday, so just to be more precise and exact, 13 parents were seen on Thursday, 51 parents were seen on Friday, and 24 children were debriefed. So what was debriefing? It was just trying to support them to make them realize that whatever happened, it was not their fault. Remember, these are children. That is an adult. And if we look at the power dynamic, how our children raise, our children are raised to respect their elders. That's a malume, that's a person that we look up to, and that is how we, say to our children, we socialize them like that, to say, respect your elders. So children will just go along with what elders ask and request, and sometimes, more often than not, impose. They will threaten the child or use specific methods, giving children incentives like tokens, cash, sweets, the use of a cell phone. And I think in this instance, that is what we have witnessed. So our team have worked with 24 children. They're going to continue working with the rest of the school community, assisting the parents, giving support, because we do not believe in working with a child only. The child is part of the whole. There's a family that is part where the child belongs to the family, and the family needs equal support in order to help their child heal. This is the beginning of the journey, and I want to commend you, and I want to say to all of you that are present here today, that you need to pat yourselves on the back to say that I'm here because I care. And I want to also salute my colleagues there. Hashtag not in my name, and definitely not in my name. We're going to fight this scourge. So what we are going to be doing, I think some of you may have seen me on the media, but I want to say, when people say, how long is the child going to be given support, or the parents, my response is, how long is that piece of string? We don't know. Some children may require longer intervention, longer therapy. So parents, we have to go with that process. Some may require 3 months, 6 months, a year, and that's fine. We're going to be there available to take you through this journey, to hold your hand, to enable you to support that child. Because we have found through the years of working with children that children are born but champions are made, and by giving them the support they rightfully deserve and need, they will heal. And as people that are here, you have indicated your support, and you will champion your children. We are going to provide one-on-one counseling to the children, to the parents, and we are going to be addressing the whole, I think in a group, my colleague will speak briefly to that, but that is what we're going to be providing, and taking children through the court preparation process. So what is court preparation? Once a criminal case has been opened, we will then provide the child to become a competent and credible witness in court, not teaching them what to say, but to speak the truth, but even providing support to you around the court preparation process to allay your fears, your anxieties around that. So people bear with us, but I want to alert you quickly to a few things that you need to look out for in the days that follow, the months that follow. Is the behaviors of your children. You need to understand the abnormal behaviors or responses, that because of their experience and the trauma that they've suffered. Some of them may tend to eat a lot, or some stop eating. Others may sleep a lot. Others may not sleep well. They may have recurrent nightmares. They may not perform well at school. The lack of concentration, becoming quite angry, or these angry outbursts. Well, they would say, go, and then you'll say, but I don't recognize my child anymore. What's going on? So these are things that we need to alert you to, and in our support as counselors, we will work with you. Trust me, children, if they're given the support, healed beautifully. And we've had children who have been victims of multiple rapes, chronic rapes, and have grown up to be incredible, amazing people. We cannot take away what has happened. What has happened has happened. We've had no control over that. But collectively, as we sit here, we can take back control and say, in moving forward, this is how we're going to respond to the situation. We've got our medical doctor here. I'm going to hand over to her. She'll just give you a few brief symptoms that you need to look out for. And I just want to end on my favorite note, is Umuntu, Umuntu in the Bantu. Thank you. Siyabonga, Siyabonga. I'm going to hand over to Dr. Barnes.
We've got only 2 items, Bazal. You asked for your patience. We are going to ask questions. We are bringing all these resources. If you don't give opportunity to these resources, we are going to lose an opportunity of understanding very well ukuthi kwenzakalani. Uzohamba and distort information ngaphandle. Yabo.
Good morning, my name is Dr. Barnes. I'm the Medical Director of the Teddy Bear Clinic. I want to first welcome the parents, Honourable MSC, my colleagues. I really wish I didn't have to stand here before you today, and I want you to know that I share in your pain. But I'm honoured, and I thank you for trusting me in helping you take the first step in healing. One of the things that my colleagues spoke about was the children psychologically acting out differently. The anger and the pain that you feel, they will feel as well. Please bear that in mind. They may act differently, their sleep will be affected, they may act out, become tearful, but there are other important medical symptoms that I want you to think about. Please, in all of this, we often forget the little boys. Please, please, please do not forget our sons. They are victims too. They are not the tough exterior that we all see. They may be sodomized, they may be raped, they may be fondled. So look out for symptoms in the little boys as well as the little girls. Little girls will often present with bladder infections, discharges, pain in their groin. Little boys may present with discharges as well as constipation. So please be aware of those symptoms. Please also be aware that any doctor is able to examine your child. I'm always available. I'm based at the Charlotte Matseka Hospital, the Child Abuse Clinic, and I fall under Teddy Bear Clinic. But please remember that any doctor is obliged to see your child and not to push the buck and pass the buck and refer them on to somebody else. If there are any other questions later, I'm happy to answer them. Thank you.
Good morning, all the parents, moms and dads. I'm Elizabeth Steenkamp. I'm the project manager of all the school programs at Teddy Bear Clinic. And therefore, it would be my team of the Teddy Bear Clinic's responsibility as part of the stakeholders committee that we formed in the last 3 days, working very closely to help your children, to start counseling your children with the process of debriefing. On Thursday afternoon, we as a committee will sit together and we will work out a specific plan on how to address each and every child in the school. To empower each and every child with skills, with knowledge, to protect themselves, to recognize, to know what their rights are, to know what's a safe touch, what's an unsafe touch. What is a bad secret? What is a good secret? And that in order to protect your children, because your children is also our children. Thank you.
the MEC, Station Commander of Orlando Police Station, and all protocol observes. Let me formally introduce myself. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Mosadi, the Unit Commander of Orlando FCS. FCS is Family Violence, Child Protection, and Sexual Offences. We are based at Middlelands Police Station, and we are the one who are in charge of this investigation. Up to so far, my retirement statement is 11. So what I'm going to ask from you is that the school is still busy with the process of establishing how many kids are affected. So as soon as they are finished, I've requested them to compile a list of all the kids and their addresses, so that when they give us that list, we will visit the kids at home. Another thing, let's get police station one by one, because we are in a process of planning how I'm going to obtain all the statements. The provincial office is assisting us. I'm going to sit down. All the FCS in Gauteng are going to assist us to obtain the statements and all our forensic investigation, because after this counseling and after all the statements are obtained, the forensic social workers will have to assess the kids. And then we'll have to go again to Tabiseng, because each and every kid must be examined. So after the school is finished with the process and giving us all the lists, then we'll start coming to you after all we've done all our planning. So patience, and then just for us to sit down and plan, and then we'll visit all the parents, because by Friday it was 87 kids that were identified. Maybe by next week it will be more. So if it's 100, it is going to be 100 times 2, because each statement is someone less apparent. So maybe it will be 2 or 300 statements. So it's a long process.
Bazali, in the interest of time, MEC are present, but they are willing to respond to questions. Now it's question time. It's kind of so good to get Sibose. I know in the season ends of Bazali, I must understand procedure. Maupagamo ya shukutu ubani, umtana wako kweli class besu ya kulunga. Maupagamo ya shukutu ubani, umtana wako kweli class besu ya kulunga. We are going to take the first 10 hands. So kala get started is under one mama la pa number 1. But more 1,000 notice, 1,000 notice. Mama la pa number 1. I'm not sure what I think what we're going to do, which bonke labantu abazokhuluma basondele bazumala, so that bazoza ku microphone. Stella mama sondele number 1. What was the mom? Number 2. Number 2 was the mom. Was number 3. Number 4. Number 5.
We are at AB Xuma Primary School in Soweto, and that is where parents are beginning to get their chance to address the officials and ask questions of them that they may have regarding the sexual assault on their children, a number which has risen from 54 to about 87 as we speak. And of course, we heard earlier from a member of the school governing body who expressed a disappointment and revealed that the principal